What's up, everyone? Damn, boys, back at it, man. Been a while since I've done a coaching video, but I really wanted to do that. Notice that first L I took there? I want you to note this. I was testing out Nasty Streak, so I changed up my team. I wanted to see just having Post Up on the center versus having double Nasty Streak. For 7 cap, Post Up did more for me than double Nasty Streak, which was 60 cap. Okay, I played a season before this, and I only won 4 games before I got bounced out. Now, y'all know with this current lineup, oh my goodness, after that one, I'm somewhere in the ballpark of like 55-2 or so in my last 57 games. I mean, it's really like that with this lineup. So, against God Squads, too, mind you. Also, I did switch to Brawler. I don't know if you noticed that there. But again, you look at his top 3. This is a straight God Squad. And a great little coaching video because it was a playoff game. And this dude really gave me a much bigger run for my money than almost anybody has, really. But he had the tools to definitely do it. So the first thing you're going to see is me going through and getting all my plays set up. Obviously, we want to play on conservative. We do not want to fumble right when you're running the ball and playing defense. The last thing you can afford is a turnover. I don't really care how good your running game is. You just don't want those turnovers, you know. That's the point of doing this, right? So again, I get into my T flanker package. I get that package set up. I'm always going to drop in from there. That way I don't have to set up my personnel in all these other packages. I just have to go ahead and set up my plays. Definitely worth burning the time out. Just get everything set. You don't get it all set right away and you think, oh, I'll get part of it set this time, I'll set next to it, you know, part of it after the next play, so on and so forth. You do that too much, you're going to forget stuff. He goes Sugar Rush, so I change. Anytime somebody comes down and gets their whole team in the gaps, just go ahead and run wide. Still don't understand how people be catching Bo with 99 everything from behind all the time like that. It's not like, I mean, yeah, I guess he's tired now, but I mean, dude, first run of the game, no jukes, nothing. Come on, man. Come on, man. So as I said before, that's when I'm going to go into single back, and I'm going to give Franco a shot. Here I'm just trying to figure out what player I want to get on and push forward to kind of set up the blocking how I want. And I really just kind of try to look at the way they're lined up and try to push people into double teams or push someone to jump out into a lane that I think, you know, they may shoot the gap. So there you see, I wanted to push him forward, make sure that he launched out there and got a good block because that was the hole I figured I was going to run into. So it's a perfect example of why I do that. And here I'm just really trying to go ahead and quick snap. So again, as far as kickoffs go, you know, rather self-explanatory, I think. But you know, I always go ahead and kick to the fullback. And then what I do is you'll notice and watch this throughout kickoffs. So I'll get on people and I'll pull them out towards the sideline, just to try to make sure my team does a better job of shutting down that up the sideline run. Otherwise, you can get housed by a fullback, a good enough fullback there. You know. So he comes out in wing tight. I'm come out in a run defense I've been experimenting with. And I mean, Bo just burned my. That Shazier's not powered all the way up, so as you can see, the way he's getting run away from. Now, mind you, my Bo be getting caught, but hey, man, that's what happens when you play with the salary cap team versus 99 overall teams. You know, just gonna have to fight through that kind of stuff. So back to the drawing board again. I always come out in the set. I have everything set up, and really it just becomes: are you going to do different things on defense and make me go different directions, and change the run types I'm into, or are you just going to let me go ahead and run it? If you're going to go ahead and let me run it, then don't stop. You know, there will come a time where typically, and you'll see later in this game, where you have to try to throw the users off. But I mean, look, if something works, it works, guys. Make them prove that it won't work anymore, and then figure out a great way to mess with the user, or whatever they're doing to go ahead and stop that. Right? And again, my bow gets caught. So that would be a great example of me messing with the user, right? We want to start to plant seeds of doubt in the user as far as what's going to happen when we see these motions. Is he always going to go strong side? Is it going to be dive? Is it going to be stretch? Obviously, against this guy, the way he's setting up his defense, I want to be stretch heavy, but that does not, mean that I can just simply run the same damn thing over and over again, and he's not eventually going to, zero in on it. So you see I pull Clowney over, make sure I get out wide enough. Typically, I'll pull a few people over, just the way the blocking set up there. I just stayed on Clowney because I could see I was going to have a free shot, right? So on this next play, he comes out in, what I'm thinking is going to be a pass set. So I go ahead and hop into my 3-3-5, one of the blitzes I gave you. And, really, this stuff, if they're in a pass formation, it's not bad run D either. As you'll see, I still get my free runner, assuming your players are fast enough anyways. So we're on to something a little bit with our 3-3-5 normal. I really kind of determined that that's what I'm going to have to play the remainder of the game. You will see me go back to 3-3-5 wide and get smacked upside my head every time I do it. Which again, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That was just me. I don't know, being stubborn, I guess, right? Thinking, nah, this is good D, this will work, or I want to try this. I'm trying to figure out my next run D video. I want to figure this 3-3-5 wide out. Well, it's also my playoffs, and I want to show you guys a good coaching vid. So, kind of made that decision that that's what we're gonna do here. So that was just a plain blown read. My personal rule, though, is after you blow a read, sit up in your chair and make sure that you make some people miss on the next run. So I'm going to go ahead and try and do that on this run here. And that ticked me off there. If I didn't, just that when I clipped into my lineman a little bit there, it threw my timing off on the swerve back out. So I just missed breaking one there. And when I do that to swerve back in, guys, I'm holding down the precision modifier. You're usually better off trying to cut back into the middle of the field and then out, as opposed to outrunning someone to the sideline. Just typically speaking, right? Obviously, if you have the lane, you have the lane. But That was a well-timed click off there. And my bow, I don't know, he just didn't handle too well on that cut. I must have mistimed it. So here I know he's in man, so I want to see if I can get him out of position. Or I think he's in man, right? I think he's doing the double A gap blitz. Again, Bo just keeps getting caught from behind. I was a little irritated by now. But again, those are golden ticket safeties. He's got like every golden ticket, that you could get. Somebody spent some dough. So there you saw the reason I got on the edge guy was because I was trying to get him out so he wouldn't whip around the edges on me. Obviously didn't work. But that's okay. That's okay. Sometimes you just have to run some things just to set people up so that something later will work. So there I tried just, thought, well, let's see if we can block him without me making any adjustments or pushing anyone on the line. But also in the back of my mind, I know on third down here, if he runs that again, which he's going to, I'm going to score a touchdown on the stretch. All right, so sometimes I am kind of throwing downs away in a way just to kind of keep people unsure later in the game what may be coming. So there you go. Like I said, I knew that stretch was going to be there. You end up seeing some weird run defenses when you do this. Like that mid blitz. Who the hell plays that for run D? But what happens is you start scorching people's typical run D and they don't know what the hell to do. So then they just start, well, let's try this. Well, let's try this. And then that's when you know you've really got someone in a tough spot. But this guy, give him credit. He's got the team to hang around, and he's going to capitalize every time I make a little mistake and play 3-3-5 wide against him. Clearly, he has like outside zone guru or whatever, all that inside power guru, whatever the hell all that stuff is on Bo to really strengthen his lines blocking, which is really why I was having some problems. When you have a salary cap team, someone has stuff like that all set up with 99 overall players everywhere. It's your normal run D just isn't going to work. And guys, don't don't try this defense that I'm playing right here. Do not try this at home. I've never given you the setup. I won't give you the setup. Sorry, not up to me. Um, Also, I don't know how realistic it is for 19 out of 20 people playing this game to be able to make that many adjustments pre-snap because it is a lot just to get your rush set up. We're not even getting into the back end shell. So on this play, I'm gonna get aggressive and set up a little bit of a blitz. He gets me quick snapped just before I can get a quarter on Julio. So I was trying to get the last couple of adjustments in, and bam, he got me. Uh, damn quick snap. What do you do? And also just Julio's a nightmare. That GT Julio is an absolute beast. That really didn't help my cause because that is a 99 speed corner. Just you're gonna get toasted if you're not in the deep quarter when you do that against a receiver like Gold Ticket Julio. So here's where I realize, okay, we're going to need to start to, you know, move things around a bit. He finally figured that one out, and how he was going to stop that is just play that backside safety, which can create some over pursuit problems. Uh, that's just such a quick flip right here. Now all of a sudden I'm going the other way. Now, if I got that off a little bit quicker, it's probably a touchdown. If I don't have the receiver set, if I quick snap it. As he's coming across, I tried. I failed. These things happen. So another thing, I'll come into this single back when I have to run my play clock down to get Bo a breather, because I'm not going to be moving around. I know what I'm going to run, right? It's going to be dive or stretch. I don't have to change formations. People aren't going to have to run around. So that's why you saw me go to that in that scenario. And another reason that I haven't talked about yet as to why you would do that. There, he caught me with the over pursuit. I put two purples out there. I hate it when bums throw screens. Meaning, if someone's not prepared for it, you should probably throw a screen every once in a while. 3-3-5 wide when you've got 5 or 6 guys coming, doesn't handle the screens too terrible well. Really, 3-3-5 doesn't either. So here again, I go play that 3-3-5 wide. Should have played the cover one. I've been playing the cover one primarily. I've been messing with the cover two. It's typically really good run D. It just goes to show you how overmatched my team is, honestly. So here I'm just moving around. I want to see how he's going to react. But again, as I've said, I have to do some different things, right? So here I'm throwing some different looks at him, trying some different runs. Clearly not having a ton of success. But at the same time, it is kind of important to throw some different things at him, get him thinking about different things. So that's what I meant on that. The last time I ran that, I probably had a touchdown if I had snapped it earlier, just like I would have had a touchdown there if 74 didn't just go and stand in front of me. That was he did a great job of blocking me. That was close though. So at this point, I'm all in. I'm calling the timeout to get Bo a breather, and I'm so confident really that I can get this on him. Because again, now I've been showing him different things, and perfect, right? He goes with the sugar rush, so I know this is what it is. I'm not going to adjust it. This is for sure going to be the run I go with. And he really didn't stand a chance. The only reason he was remotely close again is because of his team. So now we're going to start playing this little motion game with him. What's coming behind that motion and which side am I going to run to? Boop. Seeing as how everyone keeps catching my bow from behind, I can't even outrun Clowny. Are you kidding me? I got a zigzag all over the place. Although I do enjoy making people look silly and putting them on skates, I still would rather just have my 99 everything bow, burn Clowney for a touchdown. So I realized Bo ain't coming back. We're down low on the clock. We got Franco. So now again, just different motions, right? We're gonna start to do different things to try to mess with the guy. Doesn't matter that didn't work. That's still a win because it's a different run and a different motion and just one other thing he has to think about. Now he has to worry about the stretch going both ways. And got him. Quick snapped him that time. So I just didn't want him to have enough time to slide one safety into position, hop on the other, come over, and you know what I mean? So. And that's the thing too about giving people some different run types is it'll give them just that half a second pause or just a quarter of a second pause. And that's really all you need a lot of times. With Bo, hell, that's all you need. You need about a tenth of a second and he's gone, typically. So guys, I'm going to take a quick moment to go ahead and plug up my Facebook group, Madden Genius. Go on over there. Definitely check that out. My bad, it's been a little slow lately. I caught a 30-day. Oops. They locked me up, guys. I don't know. Sometimes I don't handle stupid too well. What are you going to do? But anyways, Madden Genius, that's the Facebook group. That is going to be huge for Madden 21. You can think about, the beginning of the year when everybody's learning. And this is really just a forum for people to pose questions and help each other. We're really going to be firing that up for this Madden 21. So definitely join now. Be ready for next year. There's a few of these plays where if he quick snapped me, I mean, I'm not saying that the defense wouldn't have still stopped him, but he'd had a much better chance. That was nifty. Nice little play call from him, changing it up on me big time. So right about now, I'm starting to question whether or not my my previous thoughts were accurate. Do I have this figured out? Is there an answer? I don't know. Is my defense going to be able to stop it, or do I just have to keep scoring? So again, throughout this confusion, I go back to 3-3-5 wide. This time, I think I'll base align it. That'll do it. Yep. Not smart. Fooled myself. Fooled myself. It's again a kind of a look. We know what didn't work at all. We know what's kind of worked. At least offer some resistance. Shit. I'll do what flat didn't work. Baseline or not, just wasn't working. So here, this is one of my favorite little one-off kind of money plays to try to run. But just looking at the way he's lined up, I can tell that weak side linebacker was going to shoot the weak side and tackle me from the backside. Um, which, again, he ended up doing anyways. I just wanted to try again something a little bit different, a new type of dive, which then, again, just reaffirmed what I already knew. You need to run stretches. This guy just isn't going to sit here and allow you to dive him to death. His defense is too damn good. So we go back to the I close stretch. Of course, my quarterback's calling out all these stupid hand signals, so I couldn't quick snap it, so I just decided, screw it, let's bring it back the other way. And obviously, he does a pretty good job of shutting that down. I would rather, at this point, trust my defense than try to, in a long situation. And in the flow of the game, I didn't really feel like I had a great run to go with there. But, I always feel good about my defense. I don't care what's going on in the game. You just got to trust that a bit. Go make some plays. So he kind of got me a little bit there. So then this next play, I'm just like, you know what? Let's just sell out. We're going to go ahead and throw a double spy on there. He does a good job of kind of quick snapping me and catching me on one of the spies. But I get down in there and it just kind of jumbles up his offensive line a bit. There, I just had a sneaky suspicion that's kind of what was going on. You see me get over on the corner as quick as I can and just kind of roll back into the run lane. That is a great strategy to kind of roll away from the blocker. So sometimes you just need to trust your defense, right? Y'all remember me saying that? You don't have an answer within the flow of the game? So guess what? We played a game of chicken. He flinched first. So again, I remember I burned him last time on that. Definitely didn't have a hole that go around. But that's okay, because if you're going to play it like that, now here it is. I've been setting him up with this motion, thinking it's a dive, right? Nah, it ain't a dive. And that just a little bit of being unsure had him in a bad angle, a bad pursuit angle. Just that split second hesitation when you sees that motion. Is it a dive? Is it a stretch? I've been saving that one. I really do recommend when you're doing this, you have something like that that's just in your back pocket where it's going to look like something you've been doing frequently, and wham, something different. Definitely a great idea to have something like that in your back pocket. Could it be the reason the game's close? And if you used it earlier, maybe you'd have got the touchdown. I don't know. Maybe it's not like my offense was struggling, so why wouldn't I save it, right? So that time I hedged my bets. I played really more so pass defense, slight run defense, mainly pass defense. Got gassed for it. So, guys, as we're winding down here, although stay tuned for the last minute, I do set him up one more time. So, there is another thing you can definitely learn about setting up the run game before this ends. But I just wanted to say, like, comment, as always, go ahead and smash that subscribe button. Y'all have been killing that. My goal was to be monetized at 1,000 subscribers within 12 months. The way we're going, it looks like y'all are going to get me there in 11 or so. I mean, not much more than that, maybe even a little less. So shout out y'all. I really, really appreciate that. Y'all don't even know what that means to me. Uh, Man, thank y'all so much. Really, really mean that. And that's basically all she wrote, folks. I was really kind of in past due there. But so here I'm setting up complete pasty. So what this is this like what safety NB package. And that's going to allow you to get big nickel adjustments in 335. So my safety is going to end up on outside third. B will be a cloud. A will be an outside third. That's just to keep someone clean over the top of that guy. Also good for like corner routes. You could have put a squat as opposed to a cloud. Bang. So last time I did that, it was a stretch. This time I give him that motion. It's a dive. And you see what the result is. Get him. So again, I always save stuff, man. If you can save something, if you don't need to break it out, don't. That's the moral of the story there.